Hey guys, Brian with Buffalo Beer Reviews. Man, we've had a great day today. I just put my competition brew into the keg. It's carbonating, and it's going to have about a week to age in the keg before competition. I'm brewing another beer because my other keg should be empty soon. I'm going to use this as maybe a refill for my kegerator, as well as possibly a backup brew in case, God forbid, something goes wrong doesn't come out right with the competition brew. Anyway, feeling good about myself, feeling strong and on top of the world. Going to throw a video out there, and this one we're going to take a look at today from Hamburg, and it's the Juice Box Boy. Just wow with these last couple of Hamburg releases. I mean, Jesus, right? This is technically an 8% ABV double dry hopped IPA from Hamburg. No IBUs noted. It's a pretty thin write-up on Untapped. It just says double dry hopped, mango, tangerine, passion fruit, purees, and lactose. This beer will have you kicking and screaming for more. Yeah, and it's pretty much the same thing on the can. Vanilla, lactose, and mango, tangerine, passion fruit purees. Like I said, pretty cool, kind of reworked, reimagined can art. Yeah, you could kind of see the, I think the initial turning of the wheels when they brought out things like their No Lux and the other Just Saying sort of way the can art looked. It was a departure from their initial, introductory sort of labels, and that was nice. People appreciate stuff like that. Let's get this thing into a can. Woo, yeah, man. You're already met with like a really aggressive, upfront, like thick and sticky aroma. Wow. Again, this is the Juice Box Boy from Hamburg. Let's see what this thing's all about, right? I mean, look at this thing. This is, even outside of the direct amazing sunlight here, we've got a really dark orange, kind of full of life sort of IPA here. Real deep golden hues, do you know what I mean? Even though you can't really see a whole lot of carbonation, it does give you this really great white head. And when you put your nose right onto it, it is all sorts of like, if you've ever made orange juice from the concentrated sort of can, it's got that thick sort of aromas to it. And you're going to get right up front, you're going to get the tangerines, almost like that orange juice. You're going to get that tangerine sort of upfrontness. And I really think you're going to get the passion fruit more on the flavor, but you get hints of mango, but you also do get this great sort of lactose and kind of sugary vanilla beany sort of vibe to the aromas up front as well. There's a whole lot to go over in your head. That's why I really enjoyed kind of getting a 4-pack and kind of taking it step by step. But man, oh man. Let's get into this thing, right? It's a beautiful day out. Mouth is watering talking about this thing. Let's do it. My God. Where to start? Yeah, so I think really you're going to get initially shake hands with the tangerine. Again, just like the aroma. It's not as, I think, dialed up as the aromas might suggest it's going to be, but it's got this really bold and well-rounded sort of presence. The tangerine does. And then off into the background, I think you've got equal parts of the passion fruit and the mango. They give it this really great sort of mild, and I think it's also the roundedness to it. It's a well-rounded sort of citrus balance, and I really do think it's because of the mango and the passion fruit. There's ever so slight it's not really like a spice, but it's almost like just a little seasoning, I think, of the vanilla. And we're not talking about like vanilla ice cream here, even though I think you would be led to believe like the vanilla and the lactose. It's more of that vanilla bean sort of seasoning to it, if you will. And I think the lactose just plays well with the whole thing, with the purees, with the flavors, and it kind of smooths all those imperfections and those imbalances out, and just gives you this really great uniform sort of delivery. Woo! Hell yeah! Double dry hopped. Have no idea what they double dry hopped it with, but that also lends to some really nice aromatics out of the glass. Do you know what I mean? Heck yeah. I mean, we're talking about something that's right up the alley for this sort of weather. It's 80, 82 degrees. There's barely a cloud in the sky. This thing comes in talking about purees and double dry hopped IPA-ness, and you just say yes, yes, and yes. You might be thinking to yourself, what's this 8% going to do to me? And to be honest with you, it is all sorts of concealed in this thing. Whether it's from the vanilla or the lactose sort of smoothness, or the 3 different types of citrus that you've got to get your head wrapped around. Nothing about this beer screams an 8%. Nothing about this beer screams difficult to drink, and that's exactly what I love. This beer is going to be wholly easy to finish. And so is the 4-pack. I may have only dragged my feet on this 4-pack just so I could get it onto film. But if I didn't have any intentions of putting this to video, there's absolutely no way that this 4-pack could have lasted more than maybe 2 or 3 days at the most. Do you know what I mean? The mouthfeel is just wholly appropriate, I think, for the description and for what I think you should expect from a beer of this nature. With the purees, with the lactose, it's very smooth. It's very well rounded. There aren't any weird aftertastes. No aftertaste at all. There's no mouthfeel. There's no weird stickiness. There's no, this, that, the other thing. It's great. Washes through great. It drinks great. The 8%'s concealed. Man, I mean, I'm trying to figure out if there's any sort of down to this beer, and I don't know. I don't think so. So that's not my place to say, or is it? You know what I mean? Anyway, that's really my take on Hamburg's Juice Box Boy. Just a great brew, in my opinion, and one that was a joy to have on the channel. Really, that's about it for me, guys. I really do appreciate the clicks and the watches and the thumbs up and all the comments. So let me know what's on your mind, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.